And the more you can keep your thighs relaxed and long the way you just made them, so you don't come up with a knee roll and get tight in your upper leg, the better. Right? It's good like that. That position works fine. All right, so let's trot again. Rising trot. Keep reminding him to stay up. So, of course, we have the exception when we want to be able to make him go long and low. But in general, if you'll work with his pole as the highest point and his neck grows up out of his back instead of it just sort of comes out horizontally like the flagpole over the post office, you know? All right, and so let's make the canter. Better. Stay back. You're good there. Pick him up stride by stride. Bump him up, bump him up. Use your right hand a little more. Lean back a lot. It's a little more hip to hand, the timing of it. So you want to try not to push him faster, but if the timing's just right, it lifts him up. Soften to him once. Yes, now pick him up again. And now don't tell anybody, but ask him to be above the bit. Right, keep him up there. That would be better. And walk a minute. Because he didn't get above the bit at all. Now go ahead and walk. And even if he did go above the bit, we can fix that easily because this isn't a horse that's going to stay there. All right, so now out by the center line, make a turn on the forehand off your left leg. Okay, now that suited me fine. Now make him stay more flexed at the same time because he has the idea of the turn now. So switch the whip and do one off the right leg and try to govern his top line a little more. Step into the bit. That's it. Stretch tall. Supple the jaw. Yes, and walk out of it. So you can be fairly strenuously on his case about the turn on the forehand because he'll turn around okay. Right. So now your interest is, does he stay between your leg and hand? Does he stay on the bit? Does he stay soft? Does he stay in the ring? We got one. Obviously,
we have a passive-aggressive streak.
We touched a sort of a tender spot there. Right.
We don't worry about taking fences down with our butt.
Mm-hmm. All right, so just show me again. That was sort of interesting. This has been the highlight so far. So that other turn on the forehand. Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yeah, turn on the forehand again. All right, that's all right. Walk on out of it and then make another one off the same leg. Keep controlling his opposite shoulder. Move his neck around a little bit. I think that's okay. Do what you're doing. Track right. When he wants to be like this, the main thing is you get to keep doing something and it's not what he wants.
Right.
So even though in principle you want to keep his neck straight in the turn and have him only a little bit positioned, if he's not turning, overbend him a little more to the side. If he's falling through the outside aids, counterflex him and go forward. And just say to him, no, this is my idea. But what it's doing to his frame I do like, because it's coming up and it's coming together. That's it. Step frontwards into the bit slightly.
I think it's brilliant just before you get to a line reels.
Yeah. I'm sure that's the way Cindy is too. But So trot on. Pick him up like that. The hardest thing with a horse like this is it's like at some point in the past he thought he signed a contract and it was good for life, and now we're changing all the rules. So it's like, oh, wait a minute, you want me to do what? It's fine. He doesn't need to go any more than that. That's good. And when he does go, we have to kind of reward it by not forcing it more so that he doesn't think we're always on his case.
Okay.
Just most of the time.